Kind of enjoyed seeing our guys whip up on Westwood, and Round Rock is right there behind Westwood. We certainly like to get victories when we go up against Round Rock. And as Coach alluded to in an interview that you'll hear during halftime, they are as close to 3-0 as they are to 0-3, which is where they are right now. But he says they are a lot better than their record. They're averaging about 28 points per game. And our Mavericks are averaging about 40, which got really kind of boosted up a little by the 70 last week. But if our guys can get up into the 30 range, get close to that 40, I bet you we win this game.
You sure do. Want to give a huge shout out real fast to our friends at Vype Media, Merle Bertrand, Christina Weber-Bertrand, Derek Dushak, our CEO, and, of course, our technical director, Suna Vetcat. I want to make another big shout-out and a huge thank you to our QA tonight, Mr. Skylar Gillespie. And, of course, this broadcast of McNeil Maverick Football is not possible without the sponsorship, partnership, friendship, and support of the McNeil Maverick Football Booster Club. We thank everybody for making this possible for Trey and I to be in the cozy confines of this steel hot box that is known as the Round Rock Dragon Stadium press box.
It is a little warm up here, but, we can deal with that.
Yeah. Thankfully, I am a Dragon Stadium veteran broadcaster. So
true. You've been here a lot.
Yes,
You've been here a lot. I've been here quite a few times, and quite a few times as sitting up here in the stands, or actually sitting over there in the stands.
The sun beating on your face.
Man, how about those blue and black outfits for the band over there? That's some commitment.
Oof, sure is. Colors being brought out onto the field for the national anthem.
And it looks like we have the choir down there, so we'll turn them up a little bit.
There we go, folks. The national anthem by the Round Rock High School Choir. Allow those colors to go off the field. Want to give a bit of a thank yous to Athletic Director Jeff Cheatham here at Round Rock ISD. And, of course, to head coach Scott Hermes of the Mavericks. Had an amazing time. As Trey mentioned, I've spent a lot of time here at Dragon Stadium. I was the voice of the Round Rock Dragons from 2014 to 2018, 5 years, under the leadership of head coach then Jeff Cheatham. And Trey and I have been together as partners on the Vype Media Network for the last 4 seasons. This, of course, as many of you know, is our first season here with McNeil. Trey's 2 kids, and he'll allude to that, I'm sure, more than once tonight. His 2 kids, daughter and son, both graduated from McNeil High School. His son as recently as 2020. However, something really cool. Trey and I, a couple of years ago, 2 seasons ago, got to be the voice of the Austin High Maroons. And Coach Bernard Riley, the head coach then, is now an assistant coach here with the Round Rock Dragons. Had a great reunion down on the field with him. And a former all-star athlete here at Round Rock High School, Ryan O'Keefe, went on to the University of Central Florida, excelled in football. Just an amazing athlete. Wound up ending his career a little shorter than he planned. But was an offensive assistant with Texas State University last season, and now is on the staff here at Round Rock High School. So got a chance to go down on the field and say hello to them, as well as the offensive line coach and head baseball coach of the Round Rock Dragons, John Carter. Appreciate the fact that we build community. And I say all of that, folks, to all of you in McNeil, to let you know that Trey and I are huge community builders, huge community advocates, and we wish greatly and want greatly to become fixtures and partners and friends with the McNeil Maverick community. So we appreciate having the opportunity to meet with Coach Hermes and go on campus every once in a while to watch practice and to just be a part of things. So we do appreciate every opportunity we get to be a part of the broadcast and the community.
Yeah, I mean, we take it very seriously. We have fun while we do it. It looks like the Dragons won the toss. They have deferred, so the McNeil offense will get out there first and try to make a statement. But yeah, no, this is always about the kids and about the community. The football game is fun. The game is fun. The sport is fun. But it's all about the kids and the community, the parents, the coaches, and we really enjoy that part of it and try to give it a good, look, getting carried off like that. We try to point that out and try to make it an emphasis of our broadcast. Happy to do it too. The referees are not part of our community, though. Just kidding.
You may determine that by their performance on the field this evening. We are equal opportunity rippers.
That's true.
As well as supporters. Thank you very much.
And so, as I mentioned, McNeil averaging somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 points a game. Take away the 70-pointer, just add a little bit 40 points. They're in that 30 range. Round Rock, 28, 29. So 4 touchdowns. So if our guys can get ourselves a little bit more than 4 touchdowns, we got the game. Plus the fact they rely very heavily on Brady Cochran, who is their leading rusher, leading receiver. And by leading receiver, I mean 20 yards per game, 26 yards per game, and 145 rushing. So kind of one-dimensional the team is. Coach mentioned that defense is going to have to step up. We'll see how they do.
Aiden Taylor, Brian Perkins back deep, a little squib kick, fielded at about the 32-yard line by the homecoming king. Rattles forward, gets up across the 40. First and 10 for the Mavericks. 82, Bowen Wheatley, the homecoming king last week. Voted, crowned, I guess, whatever word it is, but he takes the opening kickoff up the field for about 8 yards, it looks like. It'll mark him down at the 40. First and 10 for the Mavericks to begin things here. This opening kickoff, Friday Night Lights. 2 receiver split here to the near side. Zach Christie to the top of the screen. Jaden Soltz, the quarterback in the shotgun, all alone in the backfield, takes off running on a quarterback keeper. Nice move up the middle, close to midfield. A gain of about 9. They'll mark him down at the 49-yard line. Second down and 1 for the Mavericks.
That looked like a design play, emptying out the backfield. He probably had an option that if that was not open, but he saw a nice lane there, saw green, and took off, got 9 yards, makes this a nice second down where you can maybe take a shot.
From an empty backfield to 2 in the backfield. Handoff coming near side. Hall with it. Lowers his shoulder, gets it across midfield up to the 45-yard line, inside the 45 to the 44. First and 10 for the Mavericks, and they're on the move into Round Rock territory.
It's one of my favorite things about Hall. He'll make that cut, and then he'll plant that foot and start going north-south. That's what you need from your running backs, right?
Absolutely.
3-4 yards every time, you're going to get a first down.
Gain of 6 on the carry, first and 10 for the Mavericks. Again, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers split to the far left, 1 receiver down here to the near side. Schultz fake the handoff, rolling out, looking to throw off his back foot. Has a receiver caught up across the left side, across the 40, down to about the 30. I'll mark him at the 37. It'll be third and manageable.
Yeah, he had Taylor up on the short route, and he had Christie on the deep route, and opted to go for that middle route and hit the guy from last week, Brian Perkins, who had a great game last week.
Second down and 3, a gain of 7. I beg your pardon. I jumped ahead of down, but that's all right. 10:36 remaining here in the opening quarter. The Mavericks on the move. Trips to the near side, 1 to the top of the screen. Schultz takes the snap, looking to throw. Flushed and gets sacked from behind. Too much time. Number 93 coming in from the far side. Ford Lucas, sophomore defensive lineman, makes the sack. Yeah, pushes him back.
He started to feel the pressure and started to move, but just a tad too late. You know, back there in the pocket, you've got 3 to 5 seconds, 5 seconds max. You got to get that ball out of your hand.
Back to the 44, makes it 3rd and 10, a loss of 7 on that sack by Lucas and the Dragons. 10 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 receivers split to the far side, 1 to the near side here. Aiden Taylor in the backfield along with Jaden Schultz. Schultz looking to the sideline.
Yeah, they changed the play.
5 seconds on the play clock. Better get going. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Now just in time, gets the snap off. Looking throw, throwing near side. Little skip pass, incomplete. That'll be 4th down.
Yeah, he went a little deeper than Schultz thought he was going to go. Still staying out there, but I can't imagine they're going to go for this. He had him, though. If Gary, who's their leading receiver, leading rusher, leading touchdown getter, my goodness.
Oh, good read. There's Zach Christie all alone. Now here come the Dragons as they get set. Fourth and 10, the squib kick. Going to try and pin him deep. England to the near side. Nice kick. It's going to take a nice roll, and now inside the 15, down at the, let's see if they step on the 11 or the 12. First and 10 for Round Rock at the 11-yard line.
Perkins there boxing out Christie so he could be the one that downed the punt. Perkins had a great game last week, probably offensive player of the game. Also had a fantastic block in that game. And our homecoming king had a great block in that game.
Sure did.
That Perkins actually scored on. So here's the defense. Here's the matchup that we're looking for. Can we stop their run game?
Jack Oppel, the quarterback for the Dragons, in the shotgun, one back with him from the 11-yard line. First snap, handoff, right up the middle. Lowering his shoulder, spinning out of one tackle. That's Cochran. Gets up across the 15, marked down at the 18-yard line, a gain of 7 on the carry.
Yeah, he's got 146 yards on the season over 146 on the season, and most of that is after contact.
Trips to the far side here and on the right side for the for the Dragons. New uniforms this season for Round Rock High School. Got the maroon caps. Quick throw far side. Caught. Trying to get around a couple blocks. Nice block indeed. Up across the 25. Close to the 30-yard line. A first down for the Dragons. Ball placed at the 29-yard line. A gain of 11 on that little play.
That's something that's rare that you'll see. He's only thrown 18 passes all season.
Getting out to the edge, trying to tripped over his shadow, spinning out of one tackle, still on his feet, trying to get him out of bounds. No one really wants to wrap up, Trey.
Well, Coach talked about that after the first game. Their tackling has to get better. You got to go through the guy and you got to wrap him up.
A gain of 5 on that one as it gets up to the 34-yard line. Dragons on the move here, 2nd and 5.
Something I saw in the NFL, though, last night, there are NFL guys that don't wrap up. They just run up and try to knock a guy down. So no wonder these young kids see that and want to just knock someone down instead of tackling them.
2 receivers stacked here to the near side. Oppel takes a snap and a handoff once again. Cochran gets upended, gains a couple, though, short of the first down, up to the 38-yard line, a gain of 4.
Yeah, we got a Maverick down.
Uh-oh.
Yep. That's Coach's boy.
Yeah, he
looks like maybe a hamstring. Those are never fun, and they take a long time to heal. That's why I never draft wide receivers with hamstring problems in fantasy football.
It's a good idea.
Both coaches using this as an opportunity to pull their guys together. Something that we didn't have last week. Got to get some push on that defensive line. And got to clog up that middle. They play that 3-3 with a linebacker sometimes coming up on the line.
Back to action, it's 3rd and 1 for the Dragons.
30 yard to go here for the Dragons. One back in the backfield. Oppel takes a snap, handoff, pushing the pile. Looks like he'll have just enough. Gets knocked back.
They're going to give it to him.
They're going to give him forward progress up to the 40. A gain of 2 on the carry. Needed 1, got 2, 1st and 10 for the Dragons. As Oppel And the ground game for the Dragons, moving it right along here. 7:45 to go in this first quarter. No score thus far. Opening drive here for the Dragons. And the Mavericks had to punt as they got into Round Rock territory, pinned them deep, but the Dragons now drive so far of 29 yards up to the 40-yard line. Opple takes the snap. Delayed handoff hit immediately. Gain of a yard at the 41. Good job by the Maverick defense. Say that 2 times fast. Getting to the ball.
Yeah, that's where you want them. You want them in these second and long.
Empty backfield for Opple, looking to throw here on 2nd and 9. Opple, quick throw, near side, caught to the 40, up to the 45, gets out of 1 tackle, still on his feet, gets tripped up as he gets across midfield into Maverick territory. It's to be enough for a first down. We'll see where they spot him. It'll be at the 48-yard line of McNeil.
Like seeing that, the Round Rock staff going out to check on the McNeil Maverick player that's down. Both teams will do that. Once again, like I mentioned earlier, it's about the kids, so.
A gain of 11 on that little pitch to the far side. Cox running off the field under his own power. Good to see that.
And I mentioned it earlier when I said 145. It's not total. He's averaging 145 rushing per game. So, which was, and he's also leading them in receiving at 26 yards. Now, they've thrown the ball 3 times already. And they were averaging 6 per game coming up here. Obviously, probably making that change because I'm sure, McNeil's been looking at film, but they're going to run the ball. That's their identity.
2 receivers each side for the Dragons. 1st and 10 from the Maverick 48. Mavericks look like they're going to blitz as now they'll back off.
Yeah, doing a run blitz up on that gap.
Opple fakes the handoff, looking to throw on 1st down, going deep to the near side, wide open, caught at the 15, makes a move to the 10, to the 5, foot race, touchdown Dragons.
Yeah, just got back behind the guys. That's been their trouble spot.
Daniel Berry, senior wide receiver, with the touchdown. 48 yards to pay dirt. Nice play.
Yeah, and Opple changed the play into that. Same thing that we saw last week with quarterback at Westwood. We've got to get some pressure on the quarterback.
Extra point is up and good.
Can't just leave him back there. I do believe this is the first time McNeil was not the first team to score. I think that's correct.
Santiago Irizarry out for the extra point, and he makes it 7-0. 6:21 to go here in the first quarter. Yeah, it's a rarefied error.
But that looked a lot like the defense from last week that allowed Westwood to get back into the game. Coach said, it's only the 3rd game of the season last week. So now we're heading into the 4th game. And you continue to tweak things because you want to peak.
Right.
Toward middle of district, toward the end of district, because the goal is a district championship and getting into the playoffs.
Santiago will kick it off deep. Taylor and Perkins, I believe, back deep again. This one over the head into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks at the 25-yard line. 6:21, as I mentioned, to go here in the first quarter. Dragons strike first.
I was watching the football game last night in the NFL and saw that they get the ball on the 35.
Yep, the new rule to touchback in that safe zone. Yeah,
that's crazy in the NFL with all the rules favoring the offense that they only have to go 65 yards for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was nuts when they changed it to the 25.
Yep.
And last year they changed it to the 30, and now it's the 35. So
tell you.
Pretty soon it'll be 1st and goal after the ball lands in the end zone.
Well, we know what sells tickets.
Sure do.
offense.
Jaden Schultz in the shotgun, takes the snap, 2 receivers each side, handoff up the middle, right into the teeth of the Dragons, but a gain of a couple up to the 27-yard line. Gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Thank you to Skylar letting us know that we sound good and look awful, which is one of the reasons why we don't
That's
get
why
in
we're
front of
back
the
here
camera.
and the camera's up there, that's for sure. Try not to have reflections in the window either, but that's all right.
You really didn't say that. Just, you know.
2 receivers near side, one at the top of the screen. A delay, fake handoff, another quarterback draw, design play for Schultz, and the Dragons swallow him up. Gain of 3 up to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for McNeil.
Yeah, this is where you got to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Got to get it in Christie or Gary's hands, Perkins' hands. They have so many playmakers. Got to get the ball to them.
Trips to the near side, quick throw, caught by Taylor. Taylor has a couple of tacklers. I was going to hoping for blockers, but tacklers were in front of him.
No, they saw that coming.
Yep. Gets up to the 37 or 38-yard line.
I'm sure it's tempting, but if you
Right.
don't get this and you put Round Rock,
Make that 33. That's bad at math. All right.
so yeah, 4th and 2.
Looks like Marshall Holland will, I believe, maybe, well, at least he was punting in warm-ups. Check that. No, it is Mr. Bryce Wilson to punt. Jagger back deep for the Dragons. End over end punt. Fair catch signal. It's going to let it bounce. It's going to take a nice McNeil roll.
Oh, did he touch it?
It's either going to be down or it's going to be Maverick football. I'm not sure if he touched it or not.
He reached down there.
Sure did.
Oh, wow.
1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball takes a McNeil hop inside the 25 down at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I think the Maverick was trying to hit him into the ball. Not a bad play. But just got lucky that the Dragons did, that he didn't touch the ball.
4:37 remaining in this opening quarter here at Dragon Stadium.
So eyes on the defensive line. See if we can get some pressure on the quarterback or stuff that run.
Look for a design run here to the left side. Yep, jumping off, diving across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. Cochran on the carry.
Yeah, really good job there of letting his blockers get him just a little bit of a sliver of green that he could get through.
And 3 receivers lined up to the far side, and Spidey senses were tingling that there was going to be a run near side, and it was. Go me. 2nd and 7 for the Dragons. Coming up on the 4-minute mark of this opening quarter. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield. The up back there on the left side of the line of scrimmage. Snap. Opple. Handoff. Cochran bounces out to the outside, has a blocker, gets an out flag thrown in. I believe that'll be holding as Cochran's rush around the edge is going to be brought back.
And it looks like a 6, but it's actually a 5. So that's your junior running back. You're going to have to handle that last name for me. Serwaitis?
I'm sorry, where were we?
We're number 25.
Oh, that was 25, not 26? My bad.
20, no, it's all right. He's a little smaller out there, little guy.
Sawatis. Thanks to Alan, the public address announcer, for helping me with pronunciations. So I'm doing my absolute best not to mispronounce the Dragon quarterback's last name.
We always want to try to honor the kids, and that's one of the ways we try is to do their last names. But I can tell you, we have decimated a few last names in our day. It's always super nice whenever the announcer for the other team helps us out.
Holding penalty moves the Dragons back to the 17-yard line. 2nd down and 17 to go for Round Rock. Opple takes the snap, looking to throw near side. Off the shoelaces, caught though. Nice move inside, spinning out of a few tackles, gets up across the 30, close to the 1st down. My goodness, y'all, come on, let's go, let's make a play.
Yeah, that time, just not getting enough guys out there and trying to fight off the block. It looked like a hold on the outside, but 3rd down is short for the Dragons. Got to get this offense off the field.
Gain of 15 makes it 3rd down and 3. 12 seconds on the play clock. Oppel and company checking the sideline for the play. Well, the pistol, faking the handoff, looking to throw off his back foot, has a receiver upfield, caught up across the 50 into McNeil territory. Tiptoes out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball we placed right at the 47-yard line of McNeil.
Looks like we have a flag out there.
Oh, let's see what that's about. Good eyes, man.
That certainly helps.
Oh, an eligible man downfield for Round Rock, so that'll back him up again. They'll try one more time. It was 3rd down and 3, now it'll be 3rd down and a lot more.
That's such a tough thing on the offensive line. I think it's 3 yards that they can't go beyond until the ball is thrown. I think it's 3 yards.
I think you're right. Ball gets put back to the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
But I would venture to say we need to guard number 5, eh?
You are correct.
And number 25 still out there rushing the ball.
Oppel takes a snap, bobbles it a little bit, looking to throw, has time, going deep, downfield into a couple of defenders. Who's got it?
Interception. Yeah, he took it
They
away.
took it right away. Look at that. McNeil coming up with that ball. Look at that. Caden Kearney, the sophomore defensive back, playing takeaway and a turnover on 3rd down by the Dragons.
What a great play.
.250 remaining here in this opening quarter. McNeil gets their first takeaway of the night. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. Ball placed at the 29-yard line. Schultz takes the snap. It's a little reversal and another flea flicker. Oh my goodness, throw it away. Incomplete pass, thank goodness. That one blew up from the beginning.
And they didn't have him either.
Nope.
Round Rock sniffed that out. And if you're Round Rock and you're thinking, why aren't they getting a penalty? There was someone in the vicinity. It was a very, very heads-up play by Schultz.
2nd and 10 from the 29.
That good old Dragon Stadium shake.
The Round Rock rumble, as we like to call that. Schultz going deep down the far side. Christie goes up for it, comes down with it into Dragon territory. 1st and 10, Zach Christie. And a big 1st down for the Mavericks.
I mean, if you look at the height of the guy guarding him, he's got at least a foot on him.
We're okay. The guy walked 3 yards backwards. 1st and 10, gain of 21 on the play. Handoff, Gary. Gary pushes the pile, gets up across midfield to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on that carry. Jarrell bulldozing his way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's that power play, excuse me, that they have. I'm sure they're going to run out of it, but they're also probably trying to set up for Christie to slip out of here.
Coming near side, Gary gets the edge. Nice blocking up front to the 30. Still on his feet, 20, 15. Diving forward, gets close to the end zone, but he'll be forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal for the Mavericks, all the way down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 40 on that play.
Yeah, great block on the right side by Christie, and then the guys coming to the running backs coming out for Gary to follow. Great job by the offensive line and the running backs to free up Gary to get out on the outside. Well, he wanted that touchdown bad, too.
Schultz flanked on either side by Taylor and Hall. Snap, handout Hall, trying to get the edge. Gets wrapped up from behind, no gain on the play. Maybe a yard to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal for McNeil.
Flag comes flying in from the back sideline judge.
Now there it is here on the near side in the end zone.
Which is a weird place for it to come from.
Personal foul
I don't know what that call is. We saw that last year.
Is that spearing, I think, or using the helmet, or
Huh.
targeting? No, targeting's to the helmet with the fist.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm not sure what that is, but a personal foul knocks him back 15 yards.
Yeah, that's just the old punches of them in the hand. That's like a little kung fu move, isn't it?
It was. They're going to put the ball.
A Round Rock fan look up here thinking she's in the way, and I'm like, no, you're not 10 feet tall. You're good. Let's go, boys.
Trips to the far side. Soltz takes a snap. First and goal from the 20. Jump ball in the end zone. No good. Incomplete. Good effort there. Zach Christie, the intended receiver, in the far corner.
Yeah, they put somebody with a little bit more height on him, Isaiah Amador. He still got up over him and high-pointed it and actually should have caught it. I bet you he would be the first one to tell you that. Got to get a first down here, Mike. We need some yards.
First down is a touchdown, my friend.
Oh, well, then we do need a first down.
Sure do. Second and goal from the 20 for the Mavericks. 3 receivers to the far side once again. Soltz plenty of time. Quick throw.
Oh, that's got to be interference.
That was riding my hip pocket the whole way, and
maybe the ball was tipped. I mean, he ran him over before the ball got there.
Perkins looking everywhere for somebody to throw something. It came from the backfield back judge before.
Oh, my goodness.
Third down and goal from the 20-yard line. Soltz takes the snap, looking to throw on third down. Incomplete. Good job by the Dragon defenders. Ooh.
I think you got to take points here.
I think you're right.
You got a kicker that can make it, so you got to take the points. I mean, that was gonna maybe get you 5 yards. You know, they go to the end zone twice. That hurts.
Yeah. Had a little John there by the defensive lineman on the play. Anyways, like I said, equal opportunity. Bryce Wilson out for a field goal attempt.
He's got the leg for it, for sure.
It's going to be a 37-yard attempt once.
Yeah, the clock got down to, and so they called timeout.
1:07 to go here in this opening quarter. McNeil looking to put some points on the board. Had to take a quick timeout here. Michael Rose here along with Trey Grubb, our QA back at the studio tonight. It's Mr. Skylar Gillespie. We appreciate all of y'all tuning in to the McNeil Maverick broadcast here on the Vype Media Network.
You know, something last week that led them to 70 points. Not a lot of penalties on their offense. And tonight, penalties hurting their drives. Trying to get the bugs off the glass.
Oh, okay.
Michael's looking around. Who's knocking?
Zach Christie, the holder.
Come on, Bryce.
Again, a 37-yard attempt. Snap, spot, kick on the way. That's more of a 38. High kick going back deep, and it is good.
Got over the left side. Nice.
Bryce Wilson puts points on the board for the Mavericks with 1:02 remaining in this opening quarter. The Mavericks have a 3 spot on the board. 7-3, Round Rock on top.
Well, I just gave him 18 points because I hit the touchdowns 2 times.
Works for me. 38 yards, man.
Yeah, no, that's a part of their game they have. And last week they had some extra point blocked, and they had some definite trouble off the left side. And that time, just great protection.
Jagger and Harper go back deep for the Dragons here. 1:02 remaining in this opening quarter.
Yeah, we'll have to see who comes out. I imagine it'll be Cochran. But Sir Waits certainly was out there quite a bit toward the end of that drive.
And over-end kick over the heads into the end zone. Wilson gives them a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for Round Rock. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. 1:02 remaining in the quarter.
Let's see if they change things up on the defense here. I'm sure they had to expect that Round Rock was going to come out throwing the ball more than they have, especially with that being the weakest side of the McNeil defense. But they're not going to get away from their identity, and Cochran is out there.
Jack Oppel, the quarterback, giving the signal, gets back in shotgun formation. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Oppel takes the snap. Handoff, bouncing to the outside. Jumps over a couple would-be tacklers all the way up across the 30 to the 35-yard line. 1 carry, 10 yards, first down, Dragons.
Yeah, just good blocking. That guard pulling out.
Getting pinballed as he gets across.
Yeah, that
35.
time, nice job by the linebackers coming up and plugging those holes. And the defensive linemen just standing their guy up so those linebackers can get in there and make that play.
Cochran checks out. Serwatis comes in for the Dragons. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball placed at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I would imagine Wattis is playing a bit to try to, so that Cochran is nice and rested for the end of the game.
Trips to the far side for the Dragons. One back in the backfield. Quick throw. Caught. Up to the 40. Still on his feet, dancing around. Puts a hand down, keeps his balance, moves forward up across the 45.
Yeah, those
close to midfield and a first down for the Dragons.
Those safeties have got to get up there quicker. Both cornerbacks are doing their best to save off the block, but they've got to have some help from those defensive backs. And first quarter is over.
After 1 complete, it's the Dragons 7, your McNeil Mavericks 3. Michael Rose, Trey Grubb. This is McNeil Maverick football right here on the Vype Media Network. We'll take a quick break, come back for quarter number 2 right after this.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
We're the captains of McNeil football.
And you're watching Maverick football on Vype Live.
Welcome back to Dragon Stadium here in Round Rock, Texas. Michael Rose, Trey Grubb. 7-3 after 1 quarter. Quarter number 2 about to begin. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball at the 45-yard line. 3 receivers split to the far side. Oppel takes a snap. Handoff. Cochran spins around. Drop down. Actually, it's Serwatis. I beg your pardon. The 5 and the 6. I'll get it right sooner or later.
Well, 25 and 26. That makes it a little tough, huh?
Mm-hmm. Gain of 2 on the carry up to the 47-yard line. It's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, empty backfield now.
Three receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. That pro set, as Trey just mentioned. 11:30 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Snap, Oppel, quick throw. Caught. Avoids 1 tackler. Still on his feet. Jagger spins out of a couple. Gets up across the 45 into McNeil territory all the way down to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Well, in that time, the defensive back does get up there, unblocked, but not able to make the tackle.
Gain of 10. Actually, it's a new quarterback and a handoff. Same result. Just tearing us up, Trey.
Well, it's the same thing that was happening toward the end of the game last week with Westwood got back into the game. Just basically able to do anything that they want to do. You can see Hermes out there talking to his guys. You know, we do Southwestern football as well, and always talking about it's the defensive line and the offensive line. Looks like there was a penalty that, offsides on McNeil, and they will take the penalty. That looks like it's more than 5 yards. Nope, it's not.
Ball is placed up at the 38-yard line on the penalty. First down and 5 now for the Dragons. 3 receivers to the near side. It looks as though Opple back at quarterback. He is. Handoff Serwatis. Gets the edge. Still on his feet. Up the sideline. Scampering. Steps out of bounds. Inside the 30 all the way down to about the 27. First down for Round Rock.
And you can see the coaches doing the run the same play signal.
Gain of 11 for Serwatis. Right back on the ball. Opple takes the snap. Handoff Serwatis. Bouncing around into the thick of the teeth of the McNeil Maverick defense. Win is there. Hanging on for dear life. Finally brings him down. Looks like he gets maybe 5. Down to the 23-yard line, so a gain of 4.
This is a great opportunity here for a play-action pass.
High snap, Opple. Handed off right up the middle. Gets a couple. Down to the 20-yard line. Inside the 20, they'll mark him at the 19-yard line. That's Cochran this time on the carry. Gain of 4. Third down and manageable for the Dragons. Third down and 2, I believe. Yep.
And it looks like they got our prom king out there playing defensive line.
Wheatley over there on the far side. Opple out of the pistol. Handoff coming near side. Hit immediately, but still pushes the pile forward. Looks like he'll get close to the 15. They'll mark him at the 16. That's just enough for a first down for the Dragons. A gain of 3.
Yeah, if you're McNeil, you got to hold them to 3 points here.
Another takeaway would be good. We're inside 9 minutes remaining here in this opening half. The Dragons on the move. Started at their own 25. They're down inside the 20 at the 16-yard line. Another handoff. Actually, it's a keeper this time. Opple gets the edge, slides. And a flag comes
so
in
not
late.
fair, man.
That is. It's terrible how you slide late like that. What are you supposed to do? This isn't the NFL, y'all. What are you supposed to do? Man, oh man.
That's such a horrible call. I mean, they got to throw the flag. Maybe they'll pick it up. But he slid to not get tackled. The guy was coming in to tackle him, and he slid right up underneath him.
They're going to call it personal foul on the Mavericks.
Smart play, though,
Absolutely.
by Opple. And now it's Stickler out there, their junior quarterback.
Opple made it down to the 8. And on the penalty, first and goal from the 4 for the Dragons. 3 receivers near side, 1 receiver in motion to the backfield. Opple's going to keep this one. Actually, it's number 12, the quarterback, Dove Stickler.
Number 12, Dove Stickler with the keeper.
Keeps it, gets launched head over tea kettle.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Down to the 3-yard line, a gain of 1, second and goal.
And Sir Wattis out there, along with Opple.
Apple's going to hand off. Serwatis gets the edge.
Another
Push
missed tackle.
forward. Touchdown Dragons.
Yeah, hit him at the line and not able to bring him down.
A 3-yard carry for Serwatis, and the Dragons extend their lead. 7:52 remaining. A long drive for the Dragons. Rodriguez out for the extra point. Snap spot kick on the way is up. It is good. 14-3 with 7:52 remaining.
Yeah, the offense has got to pick up their defense here. The defense is struggling. Offense got all the way down to 1st and goal. And a penalty takes them out of it. Still don't know what that penalty is, but just got a picture from my daughter. They have finished painting their daughter's room.
Aw.
Yep.
The nursery coming up.
Yep. She's not due till January, but they wanted to get that done. They did a big old bright sunshine looking thing up on the wall. Colin, very proud father, painting the room. That's so much fun.
Dragons coming out to kick off once again. I believe that's Perkins and Taylor back deep.
Yeah,
It
onside
is.
kick, knew it was coming.
And they get it.
I almost said something about it, but I didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they saw film on that McNeil struggled with that in their first game.
1st and 10 for the Dragons on the onside kick. Ball at the 50-yard line. That's kind of a tough break because it was fielded inside the 50 and they leaned forward to the 40, so the ball really go 10 yards. That's kind of a frustrating.
Well, our guy
turn
went
of
to the
events.
ball,
Okay.
and so he definitely hit it inside the 10 yards for
Okay.
sure. But it was a perfect kick. Had that bounce and skip on it. Just a perfect kick. Westwood had one of those last week where it was just perfectly done. And so here we are. Defense is back out there. So they've got to pick themselves up, Michael.
Ball right there at midfield. They don't get a break, do they? 2 receivers stacked to the near side, 1 to the far side. The tight end splits wide into the slot formation. 2 receivers now to each side for the Dragons. Opple takes a snap. Quick throw to nobody.
Oh, that was, boy. Wish that had. Well, that certainly looked like unsportsmanlike when you throw a guy after the play's over. Referee just told him we'll watch for it. That is kind of what makes this offensive. You got to have a little mean streak in you to be an offensive lineman.
Absolutely.
At that time, just too bad we didn't read that sooner. That could have been a pick 6.
Big time. 2 receivers split to the far side. Serwatis in the backfield and a dead ball.
Timeout, McNeil.
Mavericks call their second timeout of the half. 7:47 to go in the second quarter. McNeil trailing 14-3.
Yeah, my hope here is that the defense should have recognized what Round Rock was in and should have made an adjustment, and they didn't. And so coach is using this as an opportunity to coach them up and talk to them about all the film work that they did. If you see this, this is what we do. And everybody's got to be on the same page.
Coach Hermes does in fact call the defense. And he is out there huddled with his players on the far side, as Trey has mentioned, and definitely is coaching them up.
I mean, it's got to be a little disheartening to be down 14-3, and Serwatis has as many carries as Cochran.
Trips to the far side for the Dragons. Opple in shotgun. A handoff. Cervantes hits the teeth of the defense and pushes the pile forward per usual. Gets inside McNeil territory to the 48-yard line. It's 3rd and 8 for the Dragons.
Yeah, you saw that time they sent number 3 Perkins way deep playing safety, just trying to have at least one person back there to make sure that they don't get a ball thrown out over them. And Christie comes in now to play defensive back on a critical 3rd down for this defense.
Throwing on 3rd down. Flush shot out of the pocket. Opple throws off his back foot. Caught at the 45. Pushed out of bounds. A 1st down for the Dragons. All the way down to the 32-yard line. Holy cats.
Yeah, that's just perfect execution by Opple. And number 5, who has caught, his brother.
Number 6.
Oh, number 6?
Yeah, Dylan Harper. Catch.
Nice catch there by Dylan Harper.
Three receivers to the far side. One in motion coming to the near side. Into the backfield. Opple takes the snap. Handoff. Cochran tripped up as he gets across the line. Falls forward down to the 28-yard line.
I appreciate you telling me that so nicely, since number 5's the quarterback. So
it's all right.
He threw it to himself. He did.
It's happened. Brett Favre's first pass in the NFL was to himself.
See?
There you go.
In a few weeks, I'm going to be doing play-by-play. Y'all might want to.
Maybe it was his first pass to the Packer, but it was his first pass. First pass to something. But it's to himself.
Come on, boys.
Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. For the Dragons. 2 seconds on the play clock. Just gets it off. Opple takes the snap. Handoff. Bouncing around. Gets a nice seam to the right side, all the way down to the 20-yard line. The 1st down for the Dragons. They're not messing around tonight, Trey.
Yeah, that time our guys just opened up that hole. Nobody came in to close that gap.
Stickler comes in at quarterback for the Dragons. 1st and 10 from the 20. 27. Alex Cochran in at running back. He'll get the handoff once again. Bounces the outside. Doesn't matter which Cochran it is. Another big run all the way down inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Dragons. Ball placed, I believe, will be at the 9. We'll see.
Yeah, I would imagine same play if it ain't broke. Yeah, that's going to be holding.
Yep.
Basically tackled. Lineman gets pulled quickly.
Save the pieces. Holding against Round Rock, and now back him up. Thank the good Lord. Ball placed at the 19-yard line after that holding penalty. 1st and goal from the 19. Cervantes in the backfield for the Dragons out of the pistol. And movement up front.
He tried hard. He tried so hard. He's got a little body out there, but it was just enough to teeter over.
Back him up even more on the false start for Round Rock. 1st and goal now from the 26-yard line.
And that will get him an exit from the game. And what a luxury to
make that
take
24.
Him out.
Beg your pardon?
And put Cochran in there. Thank you, Skyler. Says things are cooking along good.
Two receivers to the far side. The up back in the backfield there to the right, and one receiver lined up a little further out.
Not sure what's happening.
Now after
the referee has stopped something.
Brady Cochran in the backfield. We got two Cochrans. We got a Cervantes. We got two quarterbacks. We got a lot of moving parts here tonight.
They needed to adjust the clock from 5:09 to 5:14.
5:14, as Trey just mentioned, to go here in this opening half. 14-3. First and goal for the Dragons at the 24-yard line. Opple looking to throw. Flush, quick throw caught to the 20. Makes a move inside. 15, now back outside. Knocked down from behind. All the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 11. Good night, Irene.
Yeah, that was a perfect crossing screen, basically. They let the defensive line come all the way in. They thought they had themselves a good-looking sack. And just a good job by Opal. He's a seasoned quarterback, so going to make good decisions out there.
Another handoff. Serwatis gets down to the close to the 10, just outside of the 10-yard line. Gain of 3 on the carry.
Yeah, nice job there. Shedding off his block.
Third and goal now from the 10-yard line for the Dragons.
And you're right, Brady Cochran not out there.
The other Cochran in. Delay of game?
No, we're going to have a timeout.
Okay.
I think they caught it right before delay of game. Have a couple of scores for you. In the second quarter, Cedar Ridge 7, Westwood 0. And Manor in the second quarter is losing to Hutto 21-0. Last week games, a lot of high scoring, including ours. This one, not so much. The Round Rock Dragons just eating up time of possession in this first half.
.351 to go in the opening half.
And the Mavericks have an opportunity here to try to get their offense back onto the field. Just got to start here, though. Christie out, defensive back. Several offensive players out there playing two-way.
Brian Perkins coming into the slot, the nickel, and now another whistle. McNeil calls their final timeout of the half.
Definitely must have seen something there that they were going to get busted on.
I was like spying in on the huddle to see what's...
He does have some pretty good binoculars, folks. Those old guys definitely have to have good binoculars. Thank you for those scores, Skylar. Appreciate that. And here with 3:50 to go in the first half. Round Rock Dragons 14 and on the move. Third down and goal from the 10-yard line. Your McNeil Mavericks with a field goal up there. But their defense is the one they've got to lean on now.
Jarrell Gary, Brian Perkins. Zach Christie in on the defensive back field along with Aiden Taylor. Third and goal, flush out of the pocket. Opple being chased from behind. Eludes one tackler, forced to the sideline. Will step out of bounds around the 5-yard line. It'll be fourth and goal for the Dragons. Clock stops with 3:45 as Opple was chased out of bounds.
Yeah, I would imagine they're going to go for it. McNeil's offense has not shown anything. Oh, they're going to send the kicking team out there. Take the points.
Ball placed at the 4-yard line. A scramble of 6 yards for Opple. And as Trey just mentioned, here comes the extra point. Or the field goal team, I beg your pardon. Santiago out there.
I would definitely be on the lookout for a fake. And no penalties, guys.
Snap, spot, kick on the way. A 22-yard field goal for Santiago makes it 17-3 with 3:43 to go.
Conservative coaching there. McNeil has an opportunity here, 3 minutes and 43 seconds to try to get something up on the board. Definitely need to be prepared for another onside kick, a pooch kick. Guys just need to be ready out there. But if we can get some points up, that would certainly be helpful, because at the start of the second half, the Round Rock Dragons will be getting the ball. And during that halftime, we will bring you the bands. McNeil Maverick Band will be out there first, and then Round Rock. We do have the coaches interview, great coaches interview that Michael did during the week. Look forward to. And they don't have their hands, guys, out there.
Yeah, this last drive went 50, started at the 50. Took about 4 minutes off the clock. It's 3:43 to go here in this opening half. Santiago executed a perfect onside kick before. He's going to do it again. Hands team is going to go out of bounds. A procedure penalty. There we go. Let it go. Nice job. Good communication by the Mavericks. That was a greased lightning ball that scooted out the sideline. First and 10 for the Mavericks. 3:42 to go.
Yeah, and that time the ball didn't kick up like it did last time. That time it just end over end. And thank goodness they didn't try to catch it. Might have bounced right off of them. It was going so hot. Offense has to do something here, Michael. Got to get some points. No two ways about it. The offense needs something, some confidence here.
5-yard penalty from where it went out of bounds. First and 10 for the Mavericks. Ball at the 42-yard line. Again, 3 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the screen, Jaden Schultz.
Nobody over the top on Christie. You got to see that.
Aiden Taylor in the backfield. Quick throw going to the far side, in traffic, incomplete. Is that Jarrell?
Yeah, and he went to the double coverage side instead of coming over here to the. They did not have a safety over the top of Christie that time. So it was man-to-man over here with Christie. Now they're going to back up. Got two deep.
Taylor goes in motion out of the backfield. Second and 10. A keeper, Schultz, is smacked. He'll lose a couple back to the 40. Holy cats.
Yeah, he was waiting on that.
Good night.
Yeah, he was spying on it, waiting on it to happen. This is worst case scenario here. You don't get a first down, you give them the ball back and they can score, and then they get the ball to start the second half. Got to get this.
A loss of third and 12 now for the Mavericks. 3:08 as the clock continues to move. Trips to the far side. Zach Christie alone here to the near side for the Mavericks. Schultz looking to throw, steps up, now flushed out, and he'll be chased from behind. He'll get up across the 40 to about the 41. It'll be 4th down and 11 with 2:50 to go. The Dragons have 2 timeouts remaining here.
Yeah, and he's stepping up into the pressure rather than trying to escape out to the right or escape out to the right or left, and he's just running right into the inside of the pocket, and just doesn't seem to be playing with confidence at the moment. Those last 2 throws have not been very confident throws, and they've been kind of off with his wide receivers. I'm pretty sure in the last throw, the wide receiver did not expect the ball since he was double covered.
They're going to let it play. Could have been a delay of game, but they're going to let it bounce. Bryce Wilson's punt rolling inside the 25. It'll be down at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. 2 minutes exactly as we have the 2-minute timeout here at the end of the first half.
We need some We need to see some energy out here on the field, Michael. All the energy's over here in the maroon side of the field. We need some of those captains that we hear clapping in that in that little ad that you did, little promo. And somebody to step up here on defense, make a play. Now, granted, a lot of this is Round Rock. You know, Opal's playing fantastic.
2-minute timeout.
Both times there's been pressure on him, he's been able to get the ball out of his hands right before he got hit.
Looking forward to seeing what adjustments are going to happen at halftime.
Again, lots of offensive players out here just trying to get their better athletes out on defense. See if they can make something happen.
Now, Opel looking to throw, has a receiver caught at the 25, lowers his shoulder, still on his feet. Gets knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop with 1:53.
Oh, nice little spot there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Takes it out to the 26-yard
Up to the 26, a gain of 4.
Second down, 7.
Trying to make that a gain of 3. I marked the ball in the wrong spot. First down from the 23. Trips to the far side, to the near side. Empty backfield for Jack Opel. Quick throw, near side, caught. Jagger with the ball, eludes one tackle, still on his feet, up the sideline he goes, steps out of bounds with a minute 46. First down for the Dragons.
That play is just chewing McNeil up.
Good Lord.
And that time we got hands on him.
Yeah, there's no possible way to wrap these kids up.
Well, they're just not getting those. They're not getting off their blocks. Timeout. Somebody.
Well, it's got to be the Dragons since we don't have any more.
I guess the refs assumed we knew that.
First and 10 for the Dragons. A minute 45 to go.
And it's certainly not all doom and gloom. This McNeil team does have the talent to be able to compete.
Oh, definitely.
So just need a spark. Just need some kind of confidence. It looks like they're, not playing with as much confidence as they need in a rivalry game like this on the road. Again, Christie out there, Perkins out there.
2 receivers to each side. Opel goes up to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Yeah, making a change to the play.
Opel dropping straight back, looking to throw on first down, going deep. Has a receiver caught into McNeil territory, knocked out of bounds across the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
That is just too easy. Wow. Just gets by his guy, and the defensive back just doesn't get over there.
20-plus yard play right there. Another handoff and another big power run. Bulldozing his way across the 35 down to the 31-yard line. Gain of 7. It's second down and 3.
And right back at it.
Chips to the near side. Opel quick throw out of the backfield. Caught. Jagger once again makes people miss. Down inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. First and 10 for the Dragons. Clock stops quickly at a minute 8 to reset the ball. It's the 23-yard line. Gain of 8. Now the clock winds. Down to a minute remaining here in this opening half. It's been all Dragons tonight thus far. Opel takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. flushed out of the pocket. I don't know if that.
Yeah, 18 was there. Good job, though, getting up. That time he did not roll to the left or to the right. That's how he's been able to get out of that pressure. That time he's just backing up, which was what I was saying that Schultz needs to be doing.
You're right, yeah.
Instead of stepping up into the pocket, he needs to be backing up, or he needs to be going out left, rolling to the right, rolling to the left, something to get out of that. The run worked at the first play of the game, but it hasn't worked since. That's offsides. Free play here.
Hopple throws, caught, knocked out of bounds, down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll take that.
Pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, the defensive line jumped and then just basically stopped.
A gain of 8.
You got to recognize that that's a free play. You got to keep going.
Offsides, McNeil's the call. Penalty is declined.
Third down and a couple. Ball at the 15-yard line.
It's third down, so they're trying to decide if they're going to take the 5 yards. The head coach is. Yeah, looks like they're going to take the penalty so that it's just second down.
Offsides, McNeil will be at second.
Tell you what, that's a lot of confidence in your football team.
Sure is.
to take to take 4 yards off the field to give yourself another play. If you're McNeil, you got to take that as an insult. Got to get up in there, boys.
Make a play right now. Who wants it? Let's go. Trips to the far side for the Dragons. Snap on second down. Quick throw, far side. Caught by Jagger. Hit immediately. Still.
Nah, much better job there.
Beautiful work outside.
And we have a flag. It might be roughing the passer.
Flag on the play.
Nope. Yep.
Roughing the passer.
A little frustration play right there. 41 seconds to go.
Well, I didn't watch it, but he was pushing his guy. My guess is he pushed his offensive lineman into the quarterback, maybe, because there was nobody going free to the quarterback. Frustrating. But opportunity here. You gotta try to make a play. There's only 41 seconds. You got to try to hold them to a field goal.
Ball placed at the 8, first and goal for the Dragons. 41 seconds to go. Back on in motion out of the backfield. Handoff Cervantes to the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown Dragons.
Yeah, I can see, one of the things that Coach talks about in your interview is he wanted his defense to be more physical. And you can see it. They're just not fighting off the blockers. It's just a little bit too tentative.
Santiago comes out for the extra point. 36 seconds to go in the opening half. The Dragons add to their lead. An 8-yard touchdown run for Cervantes. And the extra point is good. 36 seconds to go. It's 24-3.
Yeah, and I mentioned it in the pregame. The most points they've scored all season has been 29. But they've come out here passing the ball and running the ball at will. Sure would be nice to have a kickoff return here. But I would imagine they'll kick it deep. 36 seconds left. I mean, I could also see another onside kick. Almost everything they're doing is working.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
But you also don't want to give McNeil a short field, even though they haven't proven that they can do something with that short field yet.
We witnessed a lot of offense from the Mavericks last week, one of which was a 99-yard touchdown pass to Jarrell Geary. So,
and a half.
And a half, thank you, that's right. And a 63-yard touchdown quarterback draw by Jaden Schultz. So one play, angling near side on the pooch kick, fielded about the 22-yard line. Coming to midfield, that's Perkins. Has the ball brought down at the 25-yard line. Takes a few seconds off the clock. 1st and 10 for the McNeil Mavericks at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I can understand him trying to make something happen there, but trying to get across the field when you catch it on the numbers, that's a lot of confidence in your abilities and going to be very, very hard to do.
Yeah. 30 seconds to go for your Mavericks here in this opening half.
I would imagine we'll see trying to hit a big play. Dragons do have 2 timeouts if the Mavericks were to do quick things. And
Schultz takes the snap, handoff. Taylor gets the edge to the 30, 35, lowers his shoulder, pushes the pile, steps out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. Zayden Taylor, nice play to the far side.
That's what we need right there. Need a little bit of physical play. Got to have that physical play. Took 7 seconds off the clock.
Taylor, a 13-yard carry right there. 23 seconds to go. 2 receivers far side. Tight end split here to the near side. Snap, Schultz looking to throw to the far side. It's caught. Stepping out of bounds, another 1st down at midfield.
Yeah, got to take advantage of this prevent defense.
Drew Algary with the catch, his first of the evening, right there at midfield.
I would also recognize, once again, Christie has a significant height advantage. Now, there is a safety coming over to double up over here on Christie, but way off of him.
10-yard cushion. Schultz looking to throw, going to the near side. Christie going up for it, incomplete. Clock stops with 13 seconds on the incomplete pass.
I don't think that was.
You got to let Christie get underneath that one. That was tough.
Yeah, I don't think he had a shot at that. That was kind of thrown out of bounds. Like I was saying,
and a penalty against the Mavericks backs him up.
Holding?
I didn't see what it was. I just saw him pointing backwards.
Yeah,
it looks like a personal foul because they're moving him way back. Yep. Another frustration penalty. 13 seconds. Ball goes back to the 35-yard line on the penalty.
Yep. Again, you had an opportunity. Now I say you got to run the ball.
2 backs in the backfield on either side of Schultz. 1 receiver split each side. Schultz takes a snap, handoff right up the middle, bouncing around is Taylor. Taylor pushes the pile up across the 40 to the 45-yard line. They'll let the clock run, and that'll end the half. And the Mavericks showing a little bit of offensive spurt here, but not enough to even garner much more than, hey, good effort from the broadcasters here in the booth this first half. Halftime score 24-3. Dragons on top.
Yeah, but another penalty. Another penalty takes the opportunity away. And you see the Maverick band heading toward the field, so we'll leave it right here. We'll back it on up, try to get a wide shot for you. We'll turn up the crowd mic, turn our mics off, and listen to this wonderful band, who I know will play well. I can always count on the McNeil Maverick band to be playing well.
Mavericks moving to midfield. Dragon football team huddling up in the end zone. Now they'll run out to their locker room. Tough go of things here, Trey. So we'll bring it all to you. We got about 27 and a half minutes until the third quarter begins. So enjoy some coverage of our bands. Again, as Trey mentioned, we'll have an interview with Coach Hermes here at halftime. And our good friend Bob from the Courier, he's going to send us some halftime stats. We'll be able to read those to you. And again, post-game as well. So I appreciate having a reliable statistician right here next door to us, taking in all the action here tonight. So that'll be a nice little treat too. So we'll bring you more information as it comes along. But in the meantime, stretch your legs, enjoy the halftime show.
week is Ian D'Souza. Woodwind member of the week is Annika Morris. Percussion member of the week is Katie Reed. Guard member of the week is Josiah Mojica. JV member of the week is Skylar King. Drum Ranger's choice is June Henson. Section of the week is the tuba. Tonight, the McNeil Band will perform a portion of their 2025 production entitled The Same Old Story. Clarinet soloist is Jay Spoon. Trumpet soloist is Maria Thomas. Saxophone soloist is Connor Weaver.
Audio on the live stream. Volumes are different. What, the two announcers? Their volumes are different, I guess. Streaming. I got a lot. I got my family up there. Sorry to bug you. I got my neighbors playing down there. Dylan. Yeah, so I got all this family in Wisconsin, and they're all summer in Wisconsin, summer I got some in California, and they're all watching, but they're sitting oh yeah.
direction of Chase Ramsey, Britton Graham, and Jordan Garza. Color guard director is Ryan Bender. The McNeil Band thanks our sponsors, Diamond Powder Coating, Austin Orthodontics, Kinnison Co., L2 Services Incorporated, Analyst One, Paul Combs, The Cleaning Authority, Round Rock, Legit 3D, Better Than New Band Repair, Stonegate Dentistry, and Hamilton Eye Associates. We also wish the Round Rock Dragon Band good luck on their upcoming competition season. Ladies and gentlemen, the McNeil Maverick Marching Band.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now forming on the east sideline of Dragon Stadium for your entertainment tonight, the Round Rock High School is proud to present the award-winning Dragon Band and Dragonettes. Throughout their strong history, the Dragon Band and Dragonettes have entertained audiences around the world and have competed at the highest levels of our nation's program, earning countless awards and victories. And now, celebrating another fabulous year of pride and precision, we present the Round Rock High School Dragonettes, joined by Dragon Pride Dance Company. The Dragonettes are led on the field by Social Officer Sammy Watson, Social Officer Jessica Tan, Vice President Madison Lovett, President Haley Stonestreet. The Dragonettes dance officers are Major Ginger Snow, Major Abby Hamilton, Lieutenant Colonel Fiona Hutting, and Colonel Molly Firth. The Dragon Pride Dance Company leaders are Hannah Hughes, Evelyn Lee, Bree Maxfield, Amira Perez, and Samantha Zine. Congratulations to the Spirit Girl of the Week, Ashley Painter. Congratulations to the Officer's Choice of the Week, Caitlin Stacer. And congratulations to the Dragonette of the Week, Aislinn Murphy. Tonight, we are excited to welcome to the field the Dragon Pride Dance Company as they join the Dragonettes in performing to We Got the Beat. thank you to our platinum sponsors, Airco Mechanical, Arkham Medical Associates, and P&D Print. It's halftime, and halftime is our time. Under the direction of David Mobley, the Dragon Band is proud to represent Round Rock High School, its students, staff, and community with spirit, tradition, and excellence. Annually recognized as one of the premier bands in the country, Dragon Band. Parents and fans, please welcome your band to the field. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Outstanding junior varsity marchers of the week are Ferris Chang, Eli Cashman, and Rhett Barkley. Outstanding varsity marchers of the week are Joe Amathraj, Justin Kim, Jeffrey Lee, and Casey Minnick. Outstanding Region Etude performers of the week are Mahathi Mahesh, Austin Two-Tone, Sydney Vince, Jasmine Craddock, Meadow Myers, and Alex Landry. Tonight, the Dragon Band Varsity will present the first 3 parts of their 2025 show entitled Spark of Imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, the Round Rock High School Dragon Band.
And with that, I know they're going to be playing a little bit longer, so we will keep them in the background. But we are going to bring you the coaches interview that Michael had during the week. Without further ado, Coach Hermes.
Michael Rose here with Scott Hermes, head coach of the McNeil Mavericks, getting ready for week number 4, game number 2 of district play, headed to Dragon Stadium to take on the Round Rock Dragons this week. Talking a little bit about last Friday night, breaking some school records and points-wise, but a lot of people getting some touches. And from that, just some of the observations we had from the booth was a lot about the IQ of some of the offensive players, particularly number 9. Just speak to some of the leadership and accountability you have from your players to the coaches.
Yeah, so number 9, Zach Christie, is a 3-year starter for us, and he knows when we get certain looks, there's things we want to do to it. We have a ton of confidence in him. He and our quarterback, Jaden, have been, went to the same middle school, grew up around each other, and so they got great chemistry. And they're not the only ones like that, but when we get that look, Zach's, he knows to let us know. Coach Reynolds, our offense coordinator, has done an amazing job, and so we will check plays based on the looks we get, based on what the kids are seeing, and do everything we can to get the ball to our playmakers in space.
With the amount of points that went on the other night, I know it's kind of frustrating calling the defense to allow that many, but for the offense to step on the throat at the end, I gotta guess the high school students, young men, are very excited about that many points. But come practice, do you kind of bring them back down to earth and saying, "Hey, we still got some work to do"?
Well, no, we understand that was a big first step, right? It's your first district game, so you got to win the first one before you can win a district championship.
Sure.
So we're excited to be 1-0, but we also know that we've got a big task ahead of us this week. Round Rock is very good. Their record doesn't say that right now, but if you watch the film and the way that those games have gone, they could be 3-0 just as easily. So they're a really good team. I haven't had to pull them back. I mean, they know.
Sure.
Those guys expect to score every time they have the ball,
Mm-hmm.
And defensively, we didn't play as well as I would have liked. Had a lot of missed tackles. Just a lot of bad fits in the run game. Some of that was caused by a little bit by injury, and some of that was caused just by some not being as physical as we need to be. So the emphasis this week for our defense is, physicality is a choice, and we have to choose. We have to practice more physical, and then Friday night we've got to play faster and more physical.
With both sides of the ball and special teams too showing up as much as they did. Do you just keep business as usual? I know I kind of harp on the same thing, but just curious as to what goes into. You have to play a different team each week, so obviously you have to scheme differently and things like that. But
of course, but it's only week 4 of the season, so we're still tweaking some things and moving some people around. Just again, it's about trying to find guys that put guys in the best place to make plays. We're going to move some guys around a little bit on special teams this week. I wasn't really happy with our field goal protection, and then on defense, there's some guys that I think are a little bit out of position, and we're going to move them around a little bit this week. And so hopefully we get better results, and if not, go back to the drawing board and try again next week.
That's the joy of football as a chess match and those kind of things. So I appreciate the insight, and looking forward to calling another exciting game on Friday night. Yeah.
Hopefully we score a lot of points and play a little bit more defense. But no, it's fun, and you get frustrated whenever you don't play as well as you would like. But wins are hard to come by, so that's a big one right there. And so I'm excited. The kids were excited, ready to go get another one.
Excellent. We are as well. Keep it rolling. So I appreciate your time.
Awesome. Thanks,
Coach Scott Hermes of the McNeil Mavericks. This is Maverick football right here on the Vype Media Network. We'll be right back.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We're the captains of McNeil football.
And you're watching Maverick football on Vype Live.
Welcome back to Dragon Stadium here in Round Rock, Texas. Michael Rose, Trey Grubb. It is halftime. 24-3, the Dragons on top. Appreciate Bob from the Courier giving some stats here tonight for us. It's been all Round Rock the whole time. Second quarter especially, 9 minutes and almost 30 seconds. Just a couple minutes for time of possession. McNeil just having a hard time on defense, stopping them, and just great job by the Dragons, just draining the clock, putting some points on the board when it counted most. And of course, as we were talking about, penalties. McNeil went all the way down to the 5. First and goal for the Mavericks, and an illegal blindside block personal foul brought him back to the 20.
On a running play.
On a running play, that's right.
That's
nuts.
You can't make that kind of mistake, especially on a running play. There's just no excuses for that.
It resulted in a 38-yard field goal for Bryce Wilson. So your McNeil Mavericks not shut out in the first half, but man, it's been a tough go of things. And thankfully, there's a second half of football right ahead of us.
Yeah, and you know, those penalties, that was a lot like the first game where they had a bunch of penalties. The most penalties you and I have ever seen in the game. They probably threw them every third play. But, you know, you were mentioning Round Rock keeping the ball. Their average starting position was on their 27.
Yeah.
And they scored 24 points and had the ball almost 50%, over 1.5 times more than the Mavericks did. So just they're able to just keep moving down the field. Cochran, not the only guy carrying the ball.
The other Cochran.
That's right. And the littlest guy out there as a running back is having a good night. So the Mavericks just, you know, I was talking a little bit about, you know, this is a senior-laden team. I'd really like to see them gather themselves up without the coaches there and talk to each other about what's acceptable and what's not. Because it's not, you don't play to win, you play to compete. And so I know that might sound weird, but from a coaching perspective, that's all you want. Because if you compete, most of the time you'll have an opportunity to win. So you got to get out there and compete. And you heard Coach in the interview talk about getting it more physical. And I'm just not seeing that. I see a defensive line that's being a little bit more physical, but that's 3-on-5. They're having a tough time trying to get back there and get to the quarterback. And Apple's having a great game. He's playing really, really well. And so, but like you said, we get to start the second half. Defense goes out there first. So it is an opportunity for them to get out there and show that they're going to have a better second half, which is what they did against in the second game against
Lake Belton?
Thank you, Lake Belton. Second half, they came out, played defense much, much better. Great interview, by the way, Michael.
Thank you. Appreciate Scott Hermes, head coach, for making time for me on Tuesday evening after practice and right before his daughter's volleyball game.
You know, he tells these guys, just play what's in front of you. Every week, you're just trying to go 1-0. You're not trying to go 3-1 right now. You're trying to go 1-0. And right now, you're trying to win the battle of this possession. So,
and right now, I'm trying to clean my glasses.
I got you.
So I can see what's going on down there. Bryce Wilson will kick it off back to the Dragons to start this third quarter. He's going to put a little onside kick. It goes high in the air. Free ball.
Oh, almost had it.
Oh, my goodness.
We
Dragons
almost had it.
all the way back to the 35. Great effort by the McNeil Mavericks. Great job by Bryce Wilson.
You called it. Michael thought that would be an interesting. I liked the confidence to do it. And actually they almost got it.
Yeah.
It looked like number 5 looked like Gary was jumping up to get the ball and just was on his fingertips. And it's where, I mean, they're just they're at the 35, which is not really that too bad after trying an onside kick. All right, Mavericks. Let's win this defensive line.
Here we go for the third quarter. Dragon football at the 35, as Trey just mentioned. Jack Apple, the quarterback in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers each side. Snap. Apple's going to hand it off right up the middle, untouched to the 35, to the 45, all the way up to midfield, a gain of 15 and a first down right off the bat for the Dragons, picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, just running over that left side tackle.
Right back on the ball go the Dragons. Clock continues to move here. Down to 11.5 to go in this opening quarter of the second half. 2 receivers to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Apple takes the snap. A high snap. Has to tap it to himself. Hit immediately and knocked backwards. The first tackle for loss tonight for the McNeil Mavericks. Ball back to the Dragon 46. We'll see where they spot. Looks like the 46. Yep, right between the 46 and 47.
And that was one of the first times we had a guy get into the backfield that he beat his Hubbard beat his the tackle to get into the backfield, make that play.
Loss of 3 makes it 2nd and 13 from the 46.5-yard line.
Make a change to the play here. Round Rock does.
2 receivers near side, back in motion out of the backfield, looking to throw his Opple. Quick throw caught at the 45, up to midfield, makes a player miss. My goodness! Oh, it's so frustrating. Come on, boys.
Well,
he dipped his shoulder and took off to the inside, and the defender bit, and it's close to a first down, all the way into McNeil territory. Ball placed at the 42-yard line. Good night.
Well, the young man he also got pulled there. He just missed it. That was an ankle breaker, you might call it in basketball.
Gain of 11 makes it 3rd down and 2. Dadgummit. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver to each side for the Dragons. Opple takes a snap, handoff right up the middle, bounces to the outside, still on his feet, tripped up as he crosses the 35 down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Dragons.
I can tell you, watching the young man that missed that tackle, no one feels worse about it than him. He went over to the sideline and was quite despondent about it. And next thing for him to do is to just get better about it.
Be a goldfish.
Learn from it. That's right. Got to forget about it. Got to go be physical.
Trips to the near side for the Dragons. 1 receiver to the far side. Receiver in motion. That's Jagger out of into the backfield. Now back around. Opple. Quick throw. Tipped up in the air. That's a backwards pass. Nope. Incomplete.
Oof.
Very close.
Oh, man.
Good job by the McNeil Maverick defenders coming up and making a big play.
He read it. He read it and got his hand up there and just created a little bit of havoc. And this is where the Mavericks have had a tough time tonight, where they've had them in 2nd and long or 3rd and long, and they give up a big play.
Trips to the near side. One back in the backfield. Opple, quick throw.
Oh.
Tipped in the air. Loose ball. Looks like the Dragons came down with it. Loss of a yard back to the 31. It's 3rd down and 11.
I thought for sure that was he hit him before the ball got to him. I don't know if it's if the receiver is behind the line of scrimmage, if it's different, but he certainly got to the ball before the ball got there. I'll take it, however it happened.
Indeed. 3rd and 11 from the 31, excuse me.
And how about that ball popping up? And that's the kind of night it's been. Ball pops up and 4 or 5 Mavericks there, and we can't get it.
Opple looking to throw here on 3rd down, rolling to the near side, still on his feet, looking to throw downfield. Flag comes in late.
Holding.
And a catch up at the 15-yard line.
That's going to be holding on number 77. He's had 3 or 4 tonight where they haven't been called, and hopefully they'll get him this time.
Holding is the call by the referee against the Dragons. That'll back him up, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, Hubbard, we've talked about this before on the broadcast. One of the reasons why you go 100% every single play, even if you don't make the tackle or make the play, if you just make the person you're going up against have to play harder, have to be perfect. And Hubbard working so hard to get to the quarterback and creates a holding.
Okay. All right. Ball put back at the 41-yard line, a loss of 10 on the play. Third down and 19, or 21, I beg your pardon. My math will get better, I promise. Opple in and a false start called on the Dragons. Back-to-back penalties will back them up even more, Trey.
Let's go. You can't let them get this. Got to get them off the field.
9:09 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dragons were marching for a minute now. 2 back-to-back penalties makes it 3rd down and 26.
And the good news was the reason why it's so long, 3rd and long, is these 2 penalties of 15 yards have come when it was 2nd down, right? And they couldn't get any yardage. So McNeil, a little bit better job and now they've really got to lock it down.
Apple's going to hand off. Sawada's trying to get the outside. Makes a couple moves now back inside. Spun around. Dropped close to a first down. Trejo. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Yeah,
close to the original line of scrimmage. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, it's just too easy. And now there's no reason not to go for it. No reason to punt it. You're too far away. Well, somebody's coming. Yeah, they're bringing a
32-yard line.
Now they're bringing Cochran.
Cochran comes in.
Yeah, I mean, they make that play with little number 25.
Timeout on the field.
Yeah, we have a Maverick down. Man, way far away from the play, too.
Yeah, no kidding.
I did not see what was happening back there, but, man, he's way far away from the play. That's one of those times where you worry that it was a non-contact. Okay, he's up. That's good. See what Round Rock's going to do here. If I was Round Rock, I'd pooch kick it into the corner. McNeil's offense hasn't shown you anything.
Precisely.
Some scores for you. It was the half in Westwood down to Cedar Ridge, 20-10. Hutto up on Manor, 42-0.
Wow.
And they're set to play here. Does not look like it'll be a pooch. They might be trying to draw him off.
Two receivers here to the near side, two to the top of the screen. Jack Oppel, the quarterback for the Dragons. Back up. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Enough time to change the play twice. That's weird.
Now the snap, fourth down for the Dragons.
Get there,
Plenty of time. Throwing, has a receiver caught. It's Jagger all the way up to the 21. Not enough for a first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Oh, man.
First down for the Mavericks at the 21-yard line.
Whew. You got 36 yards in 2 plays. 35, excuse me. And they needed 36. Just so much time back there in the pocket to make a play. See if we can get Christie up on number 23 where he has the height advantage again. Now Christie's coming over here to the left side. A little bit tougher play with number 3, Omar Estrada, playing on him. He hasn't had a lot of success. All wide receivers just with 1 catch.
Schultz snap, handoff, hit immediately. A gain of maybe nothing. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And that's another thing. They have not been able to get the running game established, which really helps their passing game. Those three defensive linemen for Round Rock have just been able to control that line of scrimmage.
Taylor in motion out of the backfield. Schultz looking to throw on 2nd down. Has Christie on a slant across the 35, on his feet to the 40, 45 to midfield. Stumbling over the midfield stripe into Dragon territory all the way down to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Mavericks.
And something I noticed there, Round Rock's only got 1 guy down in 3-point stance.
A gain of 30 yards on the play, mostly on the ground by Zach Christie.
Everybody's 2 yards off the ball, too, so that's causing a little problem for the offensive line.
Schultz looking to throw downfield, has a receiver in and out of the hands.
Very fortunate there. Very fortunate. Again, throwing it into double coverage and 2 wide receivers in the same spot, which is not supposed to happen. Can't shoot themselves in the foot here.
Ruel Gary and Brian Perkins over there on the far side. Ball hits the ground. 7:02 to go here. 2nd down and 10 from the 49 of the Dragons.
Yeah, they were fortunate, though, that did not get caught, intercepted.
Trips to the near side, 1 back in the backfield, no receivers to the far side. Schultz going to throw to Taylor. Taylor looking for some blockers up front. Lowers his shoulder, steps out of bounds, down to the 44-yard line. They'll mark him at right there at the 44.
Yep.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Mavericks. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, this is 2-down territory for sure. Down three scores.
Just under 7 to go in the third quarter. 3 receivers splitting out to the right side, one back in the backfield. Soltz quick throw. Christie caught it. 45 up to the 40. Close to a first down. It'll be 4th down in about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 at the 40-yard line.
Just got to run the same thing. They'll be ready for it, though. Oh, they're going to run a running play.
4th and 1. There's a...
Round Rock knows it, too.
Soltz, handoff. Gary gets the edge, pushes the pile. 1st and 10. Ball across the 40 to the 38-yard line. Good job by Jarrell making a play on the offensive side for the Mavericks.
Yeah, that was all him. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. That certainly should be a confidence builder. They put, oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, timeout. 96 went down to act like he was hurt because he was trying to, he was not supposed to be out there, and our coach from Austin High is now having a conversation with him about that. But instead of faking the injury, Round Rock takes a timeout instead of having 12 players on the field. He's a no-nonsense kind of coach.
Mm-hmm.
Still talking to his boy.
Coach Bernard Riley, former defensive lineman of the University of Southern California Trojans.
From Austin High.
Head coach of the Austin High Maroons for a few years.
And he went to Austin High, right?
No, he's from California.
Oh. Well, I don't like him anymore.
Soltz can take himself on the bad snap.
Yep.
Lose a couple back to the 40-yard line. Good job by Jaden hanging on to that, but that was a tough go of things from the jump. Dang it.
Yeah, he just a bad snap, and that was supposed to be his own read, and ran out of options once that ball's bouncing around. Just shows you how fast everything has to happen out there. That's why the game is won with the details.
Soltz on 2nd and 12. Quick throw. Incomplete. Christie, the intended receiver.
Yeah, he missed. He missed seeing Taylor over here.
That's tough.
Yeah, he had a guy. He had a guy that was 15 yards, 10 yards off him, and really could have probably got 5-7 yards. This is another scenario here where you got to get 2 downs to get a first down. So this is a play where you're trying to get 5 to 7 yards to try to make that 4th down a little bit more manageable.
Soltz on 3rd and 12, looking to throw, rolling out, throw upfield. It's intercepted right in the hands of the Dragons defender. 1st and 10.
I think he threw it right to him. That was
good night.
That was weird. I mean, he didn't overthrow somebody.
Jack Wensing says, thank you very much, Jaden Soltz. I'll take that. And it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball placed at the 45-yard line of Round Rock. .5:27 to go in the third quarter. Two receivers to the near side, one to the top of the screen, one back in the backfield. Oppel, let's make that 3 receivers now. Receiver in motion coming into the backfield. Oppel takes a snap. A handoff. Cochran bounces off one tackle. Hit from behind. Lucky to hang on to that one. Good job by the Mavericks, but way too much on first down again into McNeil territory. Ball placed at the 49-yard line.
Well, and the guy that makes the tackle is a defensive lineman or a cornerback here. These linebackers and defensive backs need to be getting up into this. There's no reason not to run the ball now. They're up 3 scores.
Two receivers near side, one to the top of the screen. Opple takes the snap, hand off once again. Right up the middle goes Cochran. Cochran falls forward down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I would imagine we're going to see a lot of Cochran. Here comes, I would imagine, his brother. Unless they just have the same last name for some bizarre reason.
From Brady to Alex we go here for the Dragons. First and 10 from they're going to mark it actually at the 41-yard line. Nobody knows out down there that I write in pen, and they should make up their mind from the jump. From the 41, Opple. Handoff coming to the near side. There's Cochran once again falling forward. They're going to say he's down, but
yeah, that's multiple times he's done that now.
Another first down run of 10 yards to the 31-yard line.
He likes to act like he didn't get tackled and run to the end zone, which is what you do in practice.
Mm-hmm. First and 10, 3:43 to go here in this third quarter, 24-3. Jack Opple at quarterback. Snap, handoff. Cochran trying to get the edge. Does so around the 30. Wrapped up, dropped as he gets across the 30 to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 on the carry. Makes that 3 up to the 28. Should say down to the 28, my bad.
Just running. Good running back, out for great running back out for good running back for out for good running back. Just as Coach mentioned in the interview, definitely this team is better than their 0-3 record.
No doubt. Trips to the far side for the Dragons. Another handoff. Cutting up inside to the 25-yard line. Brady Cochran, another carry for the Dragons.
Tell you what, he hits that hole quick.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 4 now from the 25.
Yeah, all he needs is one blocker to be winning their battle for him to get through that seam and just get 3 or 4 yards. He's certainly an impressive runner.
Mm-hmm. One receiver to each side, one back in the backfield. Opple snap, handoff. Bouncing to the far side, near side now, I beg your pardon. Tripped up, still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds. Wrapped up. And dropped at the, have him down at the 11. Another first down carry for the Dragons, and the clock now inside 2 minutes to go in this third quarter.
This is why in football, if you can establish the run, you generally win the game. It is so demoralizing to a defense to just continually, you know they're going to run the ball, everybody knows they're going to run the ball, and you can't stop them.
Snap, Opple handoff, Cochran around the left side. This time cuts back inside. First and goal for, oh, not quite. Swam at the 2. I thought he got down to the 1, a gain of 9 on the carry. Right back on the ball they go. Without wasting a beat, Cochran hit immediately. Good job by the defense. They were ready and they proved strong on that one.
Yeah, I think that was our prom king.
Bowen Wheatley in on the defensive line. Knocked back to the 5.
And it's not 3rd and goal.
It is not 3rd and goal, my friend. Ball needs to get to the...
And that's the kind of play we need. You got to sell out on the run. They're running the ball.
Snap, Opple, handoff. Cochran untouched to the right side. Touchdown Dragons.
That is definitely somebody out of place. there. I think the linebackers just bit on the inside move.
Extra point is up and good. 4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The Dragons 31, your Mavericks 3.
That brings your score with 54 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 31, McNeil 3.
Yeah, untouched on the right-hand side there. That just, obviously we don't have replay here, and they'll watch that film. You know, and as Coach talked about in the interview, if there are tweaks, they don't figure some stuff out, they'll keep tinkering with it until they do. It's a long season. And obviously this game's not over. Certainly haven't seen a lot from them in this game that would think that they've got it in them, but they certainly have the talent to do it. You know, it's a game of inches. You know, the what if they'd have gotten that onside kick.
Right.
Just off their fingertips. And that time, they had him in long and just couldn't make it happen.
Pooch Cook coming near side. Going to let it bounce. Fielded and stepping out of bounds or inside the 25.
That was really smart.
Yeah,
Perkins, because he was hoping it was going to go out of bounds, but then it bounces straight up.
Which is a live ball, as you alluded to there. 54 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. Ball will be placed somewhere because I have no idea. Everyone's walking around.
It looks like the
26. Okay. Here we go.
And so the physical play on offense that you're looking for is it always starts on the offensive line. How physical are they going to be? Can they move the defensive line 1 yard back? And this time, the defensive line, 3 guys in a 3-point stance, 2 guys in a 3-point stance.
Snap. Soltz going to hand it off. Coming near side is Taylor. Taylor across the 30. Gain of about 5. They'll mark him at the 30-ish yard line.
Yeah, he took a good pop to the stomach area there.
There's Coach Nicky, trainer Nicky from Round Rock out there right away, tending to the McNeil player.
The inaugural Alumni and Friends Golf Tournament will be October 18th at Avery Ranch Golf Course.
The Alumni Golf Tournament.
Taylor pops up under his own power. He'll hustle off the field.
Yeah, that probably was knocked the wind out of him, probably. That's never fun. But nice, good yardage on 1st down. Good blocking to get him to the outside there.
And remember, you don't have to be good at golf to be good at supporting Dragon football.
Ball just on the other side of the 30-yard line. It's 2nd down and 6. 2 receivers to the top. A keeper for Soltz right up the middle, pushing that pile, still on his feet. Good job by Jade, being a captain and a leader of the team, and the lineman coming in behind him, pushing the pile forward. A 1st down on the carry, all the way up to the 38-yard line. We'll see where they.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yep.
Great job holding on to the ball, too, because he got stood up straight, and everybody around him started trying to go for that ball. Another great job by the offensive line.
Zylan Hall flanking, ball tipped into the air and just, oh man.
We got lucky there.
Ooh, baby. Dropped by the linebacker of Round Rock.
Yeah, defensive lineman getting his big mitts up there.
2nd and 10 at the 38.
This is where I hope that they run a play to just try to get 6-7 yards. That time they were going to try to go for a bit more. Maybe another slant. Although they're kind of taking away the middle of the field from a slant.
Clock stop with 7 seconds here after the incomplete pass in the 3rd quarter. So this should be the last play of the quarter. Snap, Soltz dropping back, looking to throw as a receiver. It's Christie turned around and gets close to a first down. And that will do it for the third quarter. They'll bring him up to the 47-yard line. It'll be third down after this timeout. After 3 quarters of play, it's been all Round Rock thus far. 31-3 your score. Michael Rose here along with Trey Grubb. Up in the box tonight, our QA back at the studio. That's Skylar Gillespie. This broadcast not possible without the sponsorship, partnership, friendship, and support of the McNeil Maverick Football Booster Club. And we are very grateful to be up in this perch here tonight, watching some Friday Night Lights here, high school football on the Vype Media Network.
Yeah, it's been a tough night, but it is obviously, well, I just gave them an extra point because I couldn't see my keyboard. Here we go, fourth period. It's been a tough night for the Mavericks, but we've hit the fourth period. And certainly have the opportunity. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to figure out how to get this back down to 31. There we go. There we go. All right, now that I've got the score correct, McNeil has themselves a manageable third down. Once again, lining up. Everybody knows they're going to run the ball. See if they sneak Christie out. Round Rock's kind of sniffing that out, though.
Soltz under center, handoff Christie. They're receiving Gary. Gary met right away, loss of a yard.
That's the.
Oh my Lord.
Well, that's the risk you take. Everybody knows you're running the ball, and Round Rock is confident enough to not stick everybody in the box. So trying to sneak a Christie out or trying to sneak somebody out on that play is a little bit tough.
Zylan Hall coming into the backfield. Just 10 seconds on the play clock here as they get set. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the top of the screen. 4th down and 2, and a timeout. Flags come in. False start against the Mavericks. It remains 4th down.
And so they will punt. That's the kind of night it's been. Yep. They had an opportunity. I don't know who the false start was on, but they were probably getting a little bit nervous because the clock was winding down, and they probably tried to get going before the clock stopped. See if we can get a nice punt here.
Bryce Wilson punt this one away.
Oh, man.
Back deep is Jagger. He's going to let this one go. It's going to take a hop. Got to get down there. Get on it. Nicely done. Down at the 5-yard line. Great punt by Wilson. Great coverage downfield by the Mavericks.
The downside to them being on the 95 or the 5-yard line is we know they're going to run the ball because they're on the 5-yard line, and they've been able to run the ball. So hopefully the Mavericks can rise up here and get a good stop and try to get good field position out of this. Right now, as a team and coaching staff, you're not thinking about 28 points. You're just thinking about you got to play better, got to compete better.
1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 5-yard line. Snap, Opple in his own end zone, hit immediately and knocked backwards. A loss of a couple, back to the 2 or the 3. Great job defensively by the Mavericks.
Yep, getting in there.
It looks like they're starting to get mad, Trey.
Well, they're playing a little bit more physical up on that front line. Wouldn't be surprised, though, to see a pass play.
Get a little space out of the end zone, out of the shadow of the goalpost there.
But if you're McNeil, I certainly, you play it like it's going to be a run.
Opple is going to hand off and hit immediately and knock backwards.
Maybe 1 yard. Bring up a 3rd and 11.
Gave him a yard at the 4.
Yeah, good job by the defensive line getting in there. They're bringing in Christie to play defensive back. And they've got Taylor over there on defensive back. They've got Perkins playing the safety position. Anticipating maybe a pass.
Timeout called on the field by the Dragons, it looks like. Unless it's a official timeout?
I don't know. This ref down here took his flag out.
Penalty,
Yeah,
yep.
it was a delay of game.
Okay. That pushes them back to the 2-yard line. Half the distance on the penalty. 3rd and 13 now for the Dragons.
Come on, boys, fire up, fire up. Get ready to get in there.
Love to see Marshall Holland have another pick 6 right here. It's going to be a keeper by Opple. Opple trying to get the edge. Gets to the 5. Pushes the pile up close to the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th down for the Dragons at the 9-yard line. A gain of 7 on the carry for Opple, but it'll be 4th down.
Opportunity here. Do believe this is their first punt of the game, I think.
It surely is. Adam Ferguson coming out, I believe, number 28.
And Taylor back here. Nice, exciting, dynamic athlete. Let's see if he can get his hands on the ball here.
High snap. Ferguson just gets it away. End over end. It's going to take a hop. Taylor getting everybody out of the way. Close to midfield. Ooh, dancing around. Almost got him on the heels. It'll be into McNeil territory. 1st and 10 for the Mavericks. Ball placed at the 46-yard line of McNeil. Great field position here with 8:05 to go in the ball game, Trey.
Yep, you just want to keep having positive things happen. Maybe they come back and they make it a game, but the main thing is you just want to have positive things. You want to have stuff working so they can get some confidence. And Schultz, who's had a tough game, see if he can rally the troops here, the captain.
One back in the backfield. Taylor going in motion to the far side.
Man to man.
Empty backfield. Schultz.
Oh my goodness.
Happy feet. Threw it short. Skip pass. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Schultz thought he was going to cut that a little flatter. And instead, Taylor went up the seam a little bit more than it looks like Schultz thought he was going to.
One receiver split to each side for the Mavericks. 2 backs in the backfield. On either side of Schultz, it's a keeper bouncing to the outside. Spun up, gets across midfield to the 49. Great extra effort by Schultz to go airborne on that one.
Yeah, gave up his body for that one.
3rd down at the 49 of Round Rock.
Yeah, 2 down territory. If they can keep it manageable.
Chips here to the near side. One back in the backfield.
Yeah, Gary, who hasn't had a very big game tonight. He's been their guy, leading the team in rushing and receiving and touchdowns.
5 seconds on the play clock. Snap, Schultz, handoff, Gary coming near side, now cuts back to the middle, still on his feet, pushes that pile, gets just enough for a 1st down. Gets all the way up, all the way down.
They've got it to the 43.
There it is, yep.
Nice job.
43, 1st and 10. Gain of 6 for Jarrell Gary.
I can understand the confusion, though, because it's now at the 40. No, it is 43, sorry.
Schultz, the keeper again, makes a move, cuts up inside.
Yeah, that was a great read. If he'd have handed that off to Taylor, Taylor would have been popped for a loss.
Schultz gets up to the, to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, playing much more physical. The offensive line is playing much more physical. Seeing your captain go airborne to try to get some yards certainly should fire you up.
Soltz quick throw. Christie catches it to the 40, has a blocker in front of him, makes a move, spins out of one tackle, but a flag coming in from behind. We're going to have some kind of penalty against our Mavericks, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think that's going to be against Gary. Hopefully it's a spot foul.
Shoot. 6:17 to go in the ball game. Mavericks driving, but this penalty is going to stop the momentum. A hold against McNeil.
Should be a spot foul, though.
It remains second down.
Yeah. So not too bad.
Ball goes back to the original line of scrimmage. No, it'll be loss of yards. So 2nd and 11 now, back to the 44-yard line.
So it's back to pass. Just
doinks off the helmet, incomplete. Oh my gracious!
Something is definitely off between Soltz and his wide receivers. The last 3 games, he has not missed that badly like he is missing tonight. So something's definitely off again, though. 2 wide receivers in the same kind of area, which just generally doesn't happen.
Soltz is gonna
that time he should have kept it that time. Defensive end read it perfectly. That's why you got to watch that guy, and if he takes it, if he comes up the field, you got to keep the ball. And so they're going to have to go for it here to have any kind of chance in this game, which means the defensive line is going to pin their ears back because they know it's a pass play.
4th and 11. Soltz looking to throw on 4th down, steps up in the pocket, just going to take off running, has a seam, makes a move inside on his feet to the 20, 15-10, tripped up as he gets down close to the 10-yard line. A huge play by the quarterback, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 10-yard line for the Mavericks.
Yeah, that time no indecision. Saw the space and just took off running.
4th down and 11, and Jaden Soltz picks up 34 yards on the ground.
Yeah, all the wide receivers took guys deep.
Soltz, handoff.
Yep.
Bounce to the left side. Inside 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's that power lineup. Everybody knows they're going to run. You just try to get a hat on a hat. Final, Hutto 56, Manor 7. So Manor got on the board, but nice score there by Hutto.
Soltz is going to do another keeper, zigging and zagging, pushes the pile.
That's going to be a
touchdown. Mavericks. Wait for the signal. He's in.
Yeah, he came across from the left side with his arms up.
McNeil gets 6 on the board here with 4:34 to go left in the ball game. Jaden Soltz takes it himself 10 yards to pay dirt.
Yeah, no reason to go for 2.
Bryce Wilson out for the extra point.
Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and most definitely good.
4:34 to go in the ball game. Dragons lead 31-10 here at Dragon Stadium. Michael Rose, Trey Grubb, our QA back in the studio. That is Skylar Gillespie. We appreciate all the folks with Vype Media and, of course, the McNeil Maverick Football Booster Club for bringing this action here tonight on the Vype Media Network.
And Round Rock Dragon Stadium staff taking care of us with some pizza and some kind words and just hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I would imagine we will see an onside kick here.
Yeah, why not, right?
Crazier things have happened. But at minimum, what you're seeing here is at least a good fourth quarter. It's actually been a decent half. And good on Schultz to kind of recognize that something's kind of off with his passing game, so puts the team on his feet, makes it happen. That was a big fourth down run. A lot of confidence there. Very determined to get it. Interesting lineup here.
Bryce Wilson lining up.
Don't take off too quickly.
And a timeout called here by Round Rock with 4:34 to go as they see the kickoff team lined up at that angle, ready for the onside. Make sure they get their hands and everybody is head in the game.
You know, one thing you could try to do is kick it at an angle to where it's not going to go 10 yards quickly, because these kids, as we've seen with our guys, want to get to the ball so badly that a lot of times they'll go up and touch it before it gets to 10 yards. So last week, Westwood, I don't know how many onside kicks they got, but too many.
Yeah.
Want a big shout out to Suna Venkep, helping out, helping out with getting everything set up for tonight. She just told us that she loves our chat room because it's nice and easy. She takes care of all the little fires that get going during the evening. Helps everybody out. All right, boys. Let's get ourselves the ball back.
Try one more time here. Bryce Wilson. Tees it up from the 40-yard line. Another onside kick opportunity. Takes a hop.
Oh!
Ball loose, and Dragons get schmucked, but hang on to it.
Again, just right there. Another great kick by Bryson, but just a few seconds away. 18 acting all jacked up. Great job getting the ball, but he was close. He was pretty close to losing the ball, but good on him. He took a pop and held on. Oh, that's too bad. That was a really great kick.
Sure was. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Ball placed just inside the 50-yard line at the 47.
Yeah, a lot of second stringers coming out here for the offensive line. You still got Opel out there. Definitely sell out on the run. No reason to pass the ball.
Opel rolling out, but a handoff up the middle. Getting into McNeil territory, but they'll spot it right there at the 50-yard line. Gain of 3.
Yeah, Brady Cochran, you know, we were talking about him coming into the game, averaging 146 yards a game. A totally different game plan tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Have passed the ball way more than they've doubled how much they've passed the ball for the entire season.
Snap, Opel, handoff, coming near side, bouncing around as Brady Cochran gets into McNeil territory. They'll place the ball at the 47-yard line.
You know, and that's another scenario where our guy comes across and instead of wrapping up, just runs up and hits him.
Yeah.
And guys like him they're not going to go down sideways. They're going to go forward. So that's why you got to get those arms around them.
That's why you tell running backs and people with the ball to keep their feet moving, because that helps them maintain their balance, because unless they get wrapped up and brought down to the ground, they're going to keep moving forward. Opel, another handoff. Oh, a fake now. Throwing off his back foot, incomplete. Man, he was like a jackrabbit back there being chased by a coyote.
Yeah, great job by Hubbard not getting bought and sold in on the run.
Good thing I got confused and not Hubbard, huh? 3:04 to go after the incomplete pass. It's 4th down. Dragons going for it here. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side.
And that was pretty close to grounding. That was pretty nice of the referees. There wasn't a whole lot of folks over there.
He's going to pooch kick this one. High angling, going to the far side. It'll take a nice Round Rock roll and it'll be down inside the 10 at the 5, 6.
So the game is not in any kind of jeopardy, but what you would like to see here is definitely a nice drive. This is something you can build on for film, starting out on your 7-yard line. And I'm sure on film, one of the things he can show them is the physicality of the game. I mean, he was spot on in his interview. That's the difference. And he is 100% correct that playing physical is a choice in football. You gotta give it all up physically.
For 1st and 10 from the 7, Schultz going deep. Just getting a hand in there to break it up. Great play. My gosh.
That might have been one of Schultz's best balls of the night. That took a really fantastic play by defensive back.
The same young man that intercepted it a couple of series ago, Jack Wensing, back in defense, just got a hand on that one. Otherwise, that was a beautiful ball by Schultz. 2nd and 10 from the 7.
Yeah, Perkins was there.
Zylan Hall lined up next to Schultz.
Not really in a prevent defense.
And a whistle. Timeout by McNeil. 2:50 to go in the ball game.
Timeout McNeil.
McNeil takes their first timeout of the half.
Dragon Band Boosters would like to thank all their community sponsors. Give a special thank you to their Platinum and Gold sponsors. Platinum, BJ Electric, and Pro Air. Gold, Compass Real Estate, Bush's Chicken, Partney Law, Texas Spanish Academy, Roche, Made Pro, BJ's Brewhouse, Texas State Optical, and Rock Sports.
Coming back onto the field now. After I read a couple of texts from my daughter.
After I read a couple of texts from my son.
Got to read my text from my kiddos.
Likewise, a little dead air for us as we get ready for this next play. 2nd and 10. Handoff right up the middle. Up across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Hall gets a few yards up to the 11. It'll be 3rd down and about 6. They're not moving the down marker, but there's a penalty. I guess it was on the Dragons, so they take the penalty instead. 5 yards up to the 12-yard line. It'll remain 2nd down. We'll take it. 3 receivers near side. Schultz takes a snap, looking to throw. Coming near side with it. Ball to Gary. It's way out of bounds. Incomplete.
Schultz's pass incomplete, intended for number 5, Gerald Gary. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Poor Jarrell.
He's had a tough night.
he had to put up with me calling him Gray the first game, and then I think I did it again the second game. Bless his heart. Now here's the PA here at Round Rock calling him Gerald, like the city. Oh well. Poor guy. That's why we say we like to honor names as much as we can. Schultz on 3rd down. Quick slant. Caught. 25, 30, 35, 40. A foot race. Brian Perkins, midfield, 45. Cuts back inside to the 40. Still on his feet to the 35, to the 30. Coming near side, 25, 20. Pushed out of bounds as he gets down inside the 15-yard line.
Attaboy.
Nice play by the wide receiver, Brian Perkins, all the way down. Looks to be spotted at the 12-yard line. From literally 112 to the other.
Yeah,
what a great play.
Yep, nice throw. One of the better throws that Sulzer's had tonight. Right on the money, and you could see those second stringers back there.
.76 yards on the play for the wide receiver, all the way down to the 12-yard line. There, 3 receivers to the far side. Schultz takes the snap. He's going to keep this one bouncing to the left, trying to get the edge. Cuts his inside, lowers his shoulder down to the 5-yard line. A good run on first down inside the 5. It'll be second down and about 3.
I mean, that's what you want to see.
Quickly on the ball they go. And a timeout called.
Is there a player hurt?
Oh, it's a 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout.
We'd like to thank our broadcast sponsors, River Rock Landscape, our touchdown and pregame sponsor, Dr. Mario Uribe, our first quarter sponsor, Austin Moving, our second quarter sponsor, and our third and fourth quarter sponsor, Hughes Insurance Group.
Got somebody sponsoring every quarter.
It is the booth sponsor for Dragon Football Broadcast.
Some good stuff here for putting on the film.
With Bob Slocum.
Second down and 2, ball at the 5-yard line. Handoff coming near side, trying to get that edge again. Flags flying in from underneath the goalpost.
Yeah, that'll probably be holding of some sort.
Zylan Hall on the carry. Cade Zamora on the tackle. Flags on the play.
Clock stops with 1:56. Official, the referee, personal foul against the Mavericks. Another blindside block, just like they had in the first half, which knocked them all the way back, which resulted in a Bryce Wilson field goal.
That's the same, and it's the same play.
It's the same play.
So there's definitely something that they think is not a blindside block and is.
For the love of pizza.
Back it up to the 17-yard line.
Clock starts now, 1:49. Schultz takes the snap. Quick throw, caught. Making one player miss. That's Aiden Taylor, number 0, inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line.
Pass complete to number 0, Aiden Taylor.
Great job, nice ball, getting it, weaving it through the hands of the defenders. Jaden Schultz, the surgeon here. Handoff. Hall bounces to the outside, still on his feet. Goes down inside.
That's the kind of physical play we like.
There it is, Zylan Hall making some great extra efforts there. Some blocking downfield by his receivers as well.
You might call a timeout here just to let your guys rest.
Schultz looking to throw, going deep into the corner.
Got it.
Touchdown, yes sir. Great catch.
That's Christie.
Zach Christie coming up big. Inside a minute to go, 55, 0 seconds to go. Trey, I'm looking into the corner through these 2 windows, and there's the reflection of the play clock on the other side.
Yeah.
Bounce out the window, and it's right where Christie caught it. I couldn't see it because it said 4-0, right? So I'm glad you had the call. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a great catch. Back shoulder. Perfect pass. So certainly some positive things here. We'll see another onside kick, I'm sure. As I mentioned, crazier things have happened, but part of the reason why we're sitting where we're at is Round Rock did put in their second stringers, but it doesn't matter who's out there. You go up against them playing. Fantastic throw and catch by Perkins and Schultz to get them all the way down there, and then to recover from the penalty. We didn't see them recover from the penalty earlier, so some good things here. This is what you would like to see in the first quarter. But, team's got to learn. One of the things he's trying to build here is a winning culture, and that's the thing you got to build. You got to come out and play the very first play like your hair's on fire.
Yep.
And Round Rock was very fired up to play this game, did not want to go an 0-4. Certainly believe that they are not an 0-4 team. Next week we'll be heading to right back here for the Stony Point game. One more time to be able to try to see if I can learn to be as good at this as Michael Rose before I have to do it against Vandergrift. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it was on his hands again. On his hands again. And we don't get it. I think they call a timeout, maybe. Not sure.
I think we're doing it again because something happened.
And my guess is the ball was not set. But either way, again, we get a hand on it. I like this, man. This little bunch.
Yeah.
It's got to be a little frightening to 27 and 80. Everybody's coming right at him.
What in the heck's going on now? Yeah.
So I'm sure he's telling them where he's going to try to kick it. Oh, well, we just lost our big group. So they're going to try the one that they did a little while ago. That also almost worked.
We can have them get to that blank spot. That's a high one into the air.
Yeah, that was
fielded easily at the 40.
Yeah, he did not want it to bounce up that high, for sure. And that'll do it.
It will. Couple kneel downs here, I'm guessing, for Opel and company.
And certainly going to look a lot more respectful at 31-17, but this game was really not that close. And McNeil's going to have to come out and be a little bit more. They're going to have to learn from this, like we've talked about. You come out here to win or learn. Can't come out here with an attitude that it's win or lose.
Right.
You've got to learn from these when you don't come out on top. You got to learn from it so that you can get better. And I think it's pretty simple. Penalties and physical play. You got to get more physical.
Opel in shotgun. Take the snap and take a knee back to the 35-yard line. Let the clock run.
They'll have to take it down one more time.
In comes number 10, Parker Duarte at quarterback.
They'll wait to let it go. Now they can snap it any time. That'll do it.
Yeah, the coach letting some guys get out there that don't normally get to get out there, so they can have the fun of being out on the field at the Round Rock football game.
And one more kneel down will do it. And the final score coming up here in Dragon Stadium, the Round Rock Dragons get their first W of the season against our McNeil Mavericks tonight. The final score 31-17 here at Dragon Stadium. Definitely tons and tons and tons of learning moments here tonight for our Mavericks. Excited to hopefully get a chance to visit with some of the young men along with Coach Hermes at some point in the next few days.
Yeah, and you just got to, you went 0-1 this week. You just got to try to go be 1-0 next week. And I'm sure he's not going to be happy with some of the things he saw out there. And I'm sure they'll keep trying to tinker with it and make things better. But certainly losing like they did, I mean, obviously played pretty good in that fourth quarter. Second half was much, much better than the first half, but penalties really derailing things, and turnovers. Turnovers, penalties, and but I think Coach kind of nailed it when he was talking to you in the interview that got to be physical. Physicality is a choice, and when it comes to football, you can't be tentative. That's one of the reasons why I like the runs that I saw there by Schultz there in that fourth quarter, and not tentative. It's just you can't be tentative in football. It doesn't work. And we got the ball in the hands of our playmakers, but just not enough. And could never really get the running game established, which is always problematic if you can't get the running game started, because that's kind of what's gets you going on everything, right? Mm-hmm. So, but we'll do it again.
We will.
Going against Stony Point next week. Been trying to see what their record is and such, but my phone has not been working too great.
I appreciate you doing all the legwork over there very much.
Trying to see.
Well, man, I think we'll let this one go by the wayside, and we'll try it again next week, huh?
Yeah, I think that and it'll be interesting to hear what the coach's interview is next week. When he talks to you. This is certainly going to leave kind of a bitter taste after a 70-point outing. Although defense didn't give up 45.
True.
But, obviously Round Rock kind of took the foot off the gas with the passing in that second half. Definitely, I doubt very seriously that McNeil was caught by surprise with that game plan. Because, like we talked about, passing defense has been kind of their Achilles heel. So, knowing that Round Rock, even though they'd only thrown it 18 times, knowing that they were going to come out here and probably double that up, which they did, because that was going to be one way to try to attack the defense of McNeil. And having fresh running backs, that was definitely tough. You got your defensive line, which getting tired out there, and then the next they look up 2 plays later and it's a brand new running back, and it's one of the best in the district at some of the times that they came in there. So, but film work, get healthy, and start putting the game plan together for Stony Point. I wish I could catch you up on how Stony Point did tonight, but I can't make my phone work. So I'm just going to give up.
We'll have you all go and check social media and do that on your own.
But I don't think Stony Point's, I think that'll be a little bit, well, it's an opportunity for them to get back in the win column. And they can do that just by getting back to work.
It is time, like you said, it's time to learn. We'll see what they do learn, and we'll get back here to Dragon Stadium to take on the Stony Point Tigers next Friday night. More Friday Night Lights. Tough break for the Mavericks, but looking forward to seeing what comes next. Appreciate everyone involved. Are you ready to send it on home?
Sure. I was hoping we'd get some stats from the gentleman over there, but
I'm
next time.
I'm sure they're coming.
But anyway, one thing I like to try to end the broadcast with is to encourage you guys out there to, this weekend or any day really, but get out there this weekend, do something for somebody else that makes their day just a little bit better. We have a lot to be grateful for in our lives, and so pass that gratitude forward to someone who might just need that, and shine their day up, and I promise it'll make them feel good, and you will feel good as well. So get out there and pass that gratitude forward.
That's one of my favorite things besides the handshake about this broadcast. So thank you for that. Doesn't only say it, folks. He lives it out. So do appreciate.
Yeah, big shout out to Miles Hutchinson, one of my son's best friends who passed away in 2018. He's the one that put me on that track, because that young man lived that every single day. And so I try to, as grateful as I am that he was part of Dylan's life, I try to pass his beliefs forward, and that was something that he believed in very, very much, was to get out there and do something for somebody else, not yourself. So big shout out to Miles up there.
Absolutely.
Looking down on us from the heavens.
Oh boy, I was trying to stall. But
That's all right.
I think we'll
I think
review some of those stats next week. I think it's time
they probably weren't very good, except for the second half was probably the stats were definitely better than the first half. I can tell you that.
That's for darn sure.
Yep.
That is for darn sure. So, folks, many people to thank. We'll start off with our folks here from the Vype Media Network, Derek Dushek, and, of course, Merle Bertrand, the man, the myth, the legend. Christina Weber-Bertrand, our communications director, and Suna Venkat, our technical director. We appreciate all the folks at Vype Media. Of course, our QA this evening, Skylar Gillespie. Thank you, Skylar, for hanging out with us. He sent us a text message saying a great broadcast and a tough loss.
Yes.
And so
they always are.
And so we do appreciate all of those fine folks. And, of course, this broadcast is not possible without the sponsorship, partnership, friendship, and support of the McNeil Maverick Football Booster Club. We do this a long time. I'm gonna do that. Wait till you get to be my age, folks.
Blah, 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 blah.
I almost said the basketball. Anyways. It's not even November yet, Michael. Let's go.
We're hitting the clubs. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, so that's going to do it for us here tonight. We appreciate everyone with the Round Rock School District, Miss Kyle and Clint here up in the press box. Thanks for your hospitality. Look forward to being here on the air next week when your McNeil Mavericks take on the Stony Point Tigers. Until then, y'all be well. The final score here tonight from Dragon Stadium, the Dragons defeated the Mavericks 31-17. We'll be back on the air next week. So until then, y'all be well. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Put your mask on first so you can help others. Just think of that next time you are with somebody. And until then, go Mavericks.